Hello, everyone. Oop, sorry. Let me make sure this sounds working. Okay, it's working. Okay, let me do a couple things. I'm gonna just let people know that I'm streaming. Here on my phone. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Let me do one more that I just kind of realized. Okay. Well, oh, okay, everyone. Let us go and beat this guy. Let me move some stuff around here. Make it a little bit better for you. There we go. Oops, sorry. Okay. You ready? Let's go. Jesus. There we go. That's what I need. Oh. Ouchies. There we go. I don't think I have any healing. Oh shit. Think I got them all? Don't know. He's angry. Okay. Where am I going for? Those two. Did I get him? Did I get him? Okay, okay. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I guess this might be a short fight. Might be short stream because was literally almost done. I think it's gross as hell. Jesus.
This time, you ain't getting back up. Grace, where are you? Sherry. Sherry, come in. Sherry. Shit.
Okay. Oh, there's Grace.
Grace. Grace, hang on. Fuck. Grace. Grace. We need to get you out of here. Come on. Let's get you out.
There's no way out, is there?
Well, I'm not gonna leave your side. I'm gonna sit right here with you.
Oh shit.
I guess this is it then.
Huh. Ah. Hey, that's the people from Chris's team. From Resident Evil 8.
Leon S. Kennedy?
Ooh.
Depends who's asking.
Alpha, you read me, sir? Yeah, they're safe. I got them. Yes, sir. Mr. Kennedy, I have a message from Captain Redfield.
Ah.
I'll be damned. Can't believe that antiviral actually worked. Feel better than I have in ages.
Oh, thank God. I'm glad you're okay.
We got a dose with your name on it. We'll be back in action in no time.
Thank you, Leon.
Would have been a lot smoother if Chris hadn't been so late to the party.
Where is Chris, anyway?
No idea. I'm sure I'll run into him at some point. Yeah, I'll call you back.
Hmm.
It's over then.
Yeah. Hope this really was our last hope.
Oh, let's pray Umbrella hasn't left us any more nasty surprises.
I wish we could have saved Emily.
Grace, I didn't hit any of her vitals. She could still be alive.
What are you saying?
Maybe we can save her.
Did he have a wedding ring on?
The government has confirmed the existence of an actively trained
Okay.
bioweapons lab located
Interesting.
here in the ruins of Raccoon City. The origin point for the worldwide spread of bioorganic weapons. This illegal facility appears to have been in operation for decades.
Sources say that the extension of the lockdown and the recent series of mysterious deaths may be related to tragic events in Raccoon City 28 years ago.
Evidence seized in Raccoon City has led the Justice Department to reopen its investigation into Oswald Spencer and the long-defunct Umbrella Corporation. Some believe the government deliberately drove Umbrella into bankruptcy.
The late Alyssa Ashcroft is credited with cracking the Oswald Spencer story. Conspiracy theorists are already claiming that she was killed in a cover-up, and that the organization responsible is secretly controlling our government.
Tonight, in a speech from the Oval Office, the president is expected to reject allegations of any government involvement since the Raccoon City incident.
Interesting. Okay. So this is the good ending.
Cold rain seeps to my soul. Old wounds I can't forget. Night steals away my sight.
Well, this was very good. I really enjoyed it. I think there are a couple issues with it. And they're nitpicks, really. And it's just a couple pacing issues. That's all. The orphanage scene where you control Chloe, the little girl, that they did the same thing in Resident Evil 2 remake where you control Sherry and sneak through the orphanage, and it slows the pacing down very, very much. And I don't mind those segments, but maybe if they were just a little quicker, just not as drawn out as they were, instead of completely taking them out. But then the other segment that I would say has pacing issues is the East Raccoon City. So before we get to the RPD in the central of Raccoon City, that east part where we're looking for the detonator pieces. And I feel like they were trying to go for what they did with Resident Evil 4 whenever you're going around the lake area. And I liked it, but it could have been a little shorter as well. Maybe one less piece to look for. Hey, Doc. I get it, yeah. There's a lot of storms. We got storms here too. I don't know if they're as bad as yours. I'm not sure how it is down there. We just got some pretty good thunder and lightning. But yeah, that area right there could probably be shorter, or maybe not as big. Oh, yeah. That's funny, I don't see the chat coming up. Oof. The UPS didn't help? That's rough. Is the battery bad in it? Huh. That's rough. Yeah, should be fine. I would think. I mean, I don't know what... I mean, working where I work, we would think that a UPS we bought the same year and it goes bad, but you know, that sort of stuff just kind of happens. But if it is bad, I hope hopefully there's a warranty on it. Um, huh. Interesting. Yeah, I would think that too. The only other thing that I can think of is because sometimes I do it too, is that I accidentally, like, the UPS, like the battery backup is actually on, uh, is only on one side of the UPS, and sometimes I don't realize it, but I plug it into the wrong side, so it doesn't actually get the battery backup. And that's the only thing, the other thing that I can think of, that it has separate sides. One's like a surge protector, and then one's the surge protector and battery backup. Yeah, that's a thing. Because I see a lot of times people they'll put the they'll put the tower and like the internet or something on the actual battery backup, and maybe like one monitor, but they'll have anything else that's not like super important on uh, on the the surge protector side. Yeah, because I used to have two of them, and one side was surge protector, and it was like clearly outlined, like like there was a white square around the two outlets that were battery backup. It even had like a battery in between them and said battery backup, and just like a square that went around it, around the two plugs. So, what was I saying about? I was wondering if that was the case, because that was the only other thing that I could think that would happen. I'm glad that's it. That's what it was. That's good. At least it's not a bad battery. I'm almost certain it's just to conserve the battery power for whenever it does go out, because I think they're only really meant to last for, I, or I don't know what standard it is anymore. It used to be, like, I want to say somewhere between 10 and 30 minutes. It may have, that may have been upped, but I think it used to be 30 minutes. So I think they try to limit what's actually plugged into it, the actual battery. Eh. I'm curious if there's a after credits scene. Oh. That's interesting. That's funny. Oh, there is an after credits scene.
And Sherry's okay? Good. I'm so glad. Emily, yeah, she's doing great. I'm actually teaching her how to read.
Grace. Grace. Where's that report?
Sorry. Leon, gotta go. Catch up soon.
Oh. Can Emily see now? I guess she can. Shouldn't. Sup, Reed? How's it going? You just literally caught the tail end. You're seeing the after credits scene now. Oh, you're good. I'm probably going to be on maybe 10 more minutes at most. Thank you, thank you. Love you face too. You missed the base fight. You have a good night too.
The SAA forces have been neutralized. Retrieving the objective before they send in the wolves.
Peace, guys. That was interesting. Huh. Alright, standard playtime's about 10 hours. Well, that's for someone who plays survival horror games a lot. Um, I'd say probably someone who's new to survival horror. It would probably take them maybe somewhere between 14 and 16 hours. Um, I would recommend this game. I'd recommend it a lot. I like it a lot. Like I said, I think it had a couple pacing issues. Particularly the orphanage scene and east side of Raccoon City. So story wise, I mean Resident Evil's kind of crazy bonkers anyway, and it kind of has been that way since well, I want to say 5. 4 was a little bit more grounded, but 5 is kind of where they started going really off the walls. um And I know there's a lot of contention between people buying games that are $70 to $80 for being a short single player game. And I can understand that, getting more bang for your buck. And I've heard that the replay value in this one is not as good as the others because New Game Plus is not as consistent as the others. So it makes it a little harder to recommend to those kind of people who have a real hard time committing that amount to a game, especially whenever they're on a budget. And I get that, because the only reason I get like these games pretty much day one is just because I'm a huge fan of the series, and I've been playing them since literally probably since they've been coming out. I didn't start with 1, I started with 2 on the N64, and I've been kind of a fan ever since. And I think I want to say that was like 1998, maybe 99. And there's a couple games that are just like that for me, just day one buy because I'm just a fan of the series. Mortal Kombat is like that. This Resident Evil is like that. Zelda was like that until I played Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't get a chance to do it with Breath of the Wild because I wasn't able to get a Switch at launch. And I enjoyed Breath of the Wild. I think it was a good game. To me, because I grew up on Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, all those. So they're a little linear while letting you have exploration, right? And I love the exploration in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I love how you can just do whatever you want and traverse the land and story in a non-linear fashion. But my problem with both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is the story. It just felt weak in both of them to me compared to previous titles. And Breath of the Wild's not so bad. Tears of the Kingdom is where it really lost me. And I know this is really nothing to do with Resident Evil, but this is this is strictly speaking about just buying games day one. And I know how people feel about that sort of thing, because I'm one of them. I generally try to wait to see if a game is good before I really buy it. Because I think I waited with Silent Hill F. And I really like that. And that's a very good example of a survival horror game that it only takes probably about... I'm trying to remember what my first run through was probably like 12 hours. Because it was different from most survival horror games that I've played. Because I never played Silent Hill. I was always kind of more Resident Evil and played a couple others here and there like Amnesia, Soma, and Silent Hill was different for me. And I need to go back and play Silent Hill 2, because I know it's one of the greats. But Silent Hill F has immense replayability. I need to go back and play it. I just haven't, because there were other games coming out, like Arc Raiders. Came out, I want to say, the month after it did. And I got 2 playthroughs out of it before I went to Arc Raiders, because I really like Arc Raiders. It's a really fun multiplayer game. And it really makes me, the way I play it with some friends, it really takes me back to playing like Halo 3 and Halo Reach and stuff with them. Survival horror is notorious. The games are notoriously short, quote unquote. I mean, I think there's a challenge here. Let me see if I can even pull up. Yes. Challenges. There's been other challenges unlocked. The old-fashioned way. I need to do that. I'll probably play another playthrough on Classic. Bang for your buck. Nope. Almost got there. I'm missing, damn, just a little. 4 hours. So, I mean, it took me about almost 10 hours to beat this game. And there's a challenge to beat it in under 4, or within 4 hours. So, survival horror games are just notoriously, like I said, quote unquote short, because first off, I mean, it's horror. Do you want to be this tension building up and being released on again, off again, on again, off again for more than 12 hours at most, 14, 16 hours? Like, think about playing an open world horror game like, I'm just gonna say Assassin's Creed, or one of those big open world games where the tension is constantly being drawn like a bowstring, just waiting to release. Eventually, that tension's gonna loosen up, no matter, it's gonna be drawn taut so long that no matter how far you get in, or at some point, your hand's going to get tired and you're not going to be able to draw it as taut anymore. And I think that's why survival horror games are best whenever they're within that 10 to 15 hour range, because eventually you're not going to be able to draw the drawstring back on the bow, and you're just going to deal with it. There's no tension anymore. You're going to recognize the patterns and just scoot it. So that's why I'll always recommend playing the good survival horror games on release if it is something that someone wants to play, if they're really excited about it. If they're not a big fan of the series or something like that, wait a month or two and it might drop by sometimes, I mean, Resident Evil games will go within the 2 or 3 months, they'll go down like 25%. But if you are itching to play it, I think it's worth it. So that's my little rant on playing these kinds of games, on whether you should get them or not. Because I've had a lot of people that I've talked to think that it's not worth it to get a game that's full price that only lasts 10 hours. And I think that's a disservice to these kinds of games, because they're not meant to last that long. Because once you play it again, I mean, the tension's no longer there. It can be, but it doesn't ever draw it as tight as it was, because you know what's going to happen. And that's why there's the under 4 hours right there. And that's why that's there. Because you know what to do now. You know how to scoot around the things. You know how to juke the zombies. You know where the puzzle items are. You can get in there and beeline towards the exits and everything. You know what you're doing. Oh yeah, there's that. Special content. Freya's Needle. That's another Greek reference. Ghost Grudge. Ooh, that looks really cool. Is that a... Oh no, that's the one that what's his face is using. Nero? I can't remember what his name was, to be honest. The Wesker clone is what we'll call him. Infinite Egrip. Oh, you have to get it by doing it in under 4 hours. Oh, nice. That's cool. Modded. Oh, offer more credits per kill. And then advanced tuning. That's gives you an extra level of tuning for each weapon part. Infinite ammo. Infinite durability. Infinite ammo for the RPG. Oh. I'll go and grab these. See if I can get them. Oh, sick. Those are cool. We'll get the Matilda too. That's cool. Sure, why not? This is a machine. It's a machine pistol. Nice. And then this is the makeshift blade that never breaks. That's actually really handy. And we'll do that one too. Well, guys, I think that will be it for the night. Thanks for coming and seeing the finale. And like I said, I recommend it. And thanks for staying for my little rant afterwards. What was I was talking about the story. Oh yeah, that it kind of went off the rails. I mean, they all do. Yeah. Okay. You guys have a good night. Peace. I guess let me know if you want to see more as well. Didn't think about that. But yeah. Alright guys. Peace out. Have a good night.